This is 3 News Daily.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to 3 News Daily. I'm Stephanie Haney on this drizzly Tuesday, September 27th. Thanks for being here for your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. Let's get you right into what's going on right now here in Northeast Ohio, because right now, Tamara McLoyd is being sentenced for the murder of Cleveland police officer Shane Bartek. That happened on New Year's Eve. Last month, McLoyd was found guilty of many charges, including aggravated murder, felonious assault, aggravated robbery, grand theft, having weapons under disability, and also theft. So for all of those charges, she faces anywhere from 20 years to life in prison. And we did stream that sentencing on WKYC.com, so you'll be able to watch that back on the website and on the app. Now in Akron, City Council has approved the Mayor Dan Horrigan's proposal for a citizen oversight board. This would oversee the Akron Police Department. This happened last night. So the proposal is for a board to review the policies and procedures of the police department. It passed by a 9-4 vote. So what that means is it goes into effect right now. There is, however, some planning that has to take place and some more steps that need to happen before it can actually go into literal effect. Here's the mayor talking about the plan after the vote.
Ordinance is ever perfect, but I think this represents, a very good path forward for the city, both time-wise and be able to get the committee and the panel up and running.
So the mayor obviously focusing on the quick turnaround there and trying to get this up and running as quickly as possible. So here's what that will look like. The board will be made up of 11 members. 6 of those people will be appointed by Mayor Horrigan with the consent of council, and 5 of those people will be appointed completely by the Akron City Council itself. Those applications are open now if you're interested in trying to fill one of those board positions, and you can apply through October 31st. We have the link for you to do that up on WKYC.com. And here in Cleveland, City Council wants to upgrade its 911 emergency response system. A resolution was introduced last night to switch over to what they are saying would be a faster, more reliable system that's supposed to be able to provide real-time information. Now, this new system is called the Next Generation 911 System. The resolution says this needs to be done because standard 911 systems like the one Cleveland uses now and the one other cities use across the country, they say that they can't support the growing needs for public safety and advanced technology that go hand in hand with that. And I know we definitely want the most up-to-date technology in our emergency responses. Also in Cleveland, flight attendants with United Airways picketed at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport this morning. They are hoping to draw attention to workplace problems that they say have been made worse by understaffing and canceled and delayed flights. I know I have experienced some of those myself. Not a fun time. And the flight attendants say that they're working on the front lines and they're expected to help passengers during a time where people are losing luggage and missing flights. And I can tell you, I've seen some instances where people are not very happy. Let's all try and remember that people are just trying to do their jobs, right? And they say that they're having to deal with these issues without help from management. The protest here in Cleveland is part of a day of action that was organized by flight attendants in 14 airports across the U.S. in Guam and London. Hopefully those people get the support that they need. And you may already be aware, but it was a very scary day for Browns defensive end Myles Garrett yesterday. We did learn that he and a passenger crashed in his car. This happened in Medina County. So officials have told us that Garrett was driving on State Road near Ridgewood, and he went off the right side of the road. That's the Porsche right there that flipped over multiple times, obviously looking like some serious damage to that Porsche there. Now, we know that his injuries are still being evaluated. We do know that they were not life-threatening and that both Myles and the passenger were wearing seatbelts and are not believed to have been impaired in any way. We also know yesterday was a rainy day, and people that live on that road say that this kind of thing has happened before when the weather has not been good. So we're thinking of Myles Garrett and hoping not a serious situation. We're really thinking of him. Post Malone had an injury himself, but we are learning that his concert is on tonight here in Cleveland. And people weren't sure about that because he had tweeted about a stabbing pain that he got after falling on stage in St. Louis. Now, when he was in St. Louis, he had to cut that show short and then was treated for bruised ribs. Now, he did perform in Columbus. He posted a colorful post saying how he was happy to be performing, basically, and not very happy about the trip that he had on stage, but then he had to cancel a show in Boston over the weekend. So very happy to tell you that everything will still go on as planned for tonight here in Cleveland. At least that's what we know right now. So that show will start at 8 p.m. at Rocket Mortgage FieldHouse. So the Post Malone fans will be excited about that. And for the baseball fans, the wins keep piling up for the Cleveland Guardians. Rookie outfielder Kwan was just named one of the American League Players of the Week. This was on Monday afternoon. Congratulations to him. Now, this is fresh off him helping the Guardians clinch the American League Central Division. Kwan led the Guardians offense to 2 straight sweeps of the White Sox and the Rangers. And this is really the most important stretch of the season for this roster. And I'm just going to brag a little bit myself because I did have him picked as the breakout star for this season. So you can go ahead and check those predictions on WKYC.com because the receipts are there. The Guardians play tonight against Tampa Bay. And Maria's Field of Hope will be blooming soon. Now, this popular sunflower field has a new location this year. This is a temporary location while they figure out their permanent planting situation. So guests can check out the thousands of sunflowers on Recreation Lane, and this is in Avon, so not too far from the usual site. That road leads into Crushers Stadium off of I-90. So the organizers are hoping to open to the field to the public very soon as those flowers are blooming. And if you're not aware, Maria's Field of Hope raises awareness about childhood cancer and fundraising for it by donation only. And it's planted in honor of Maria McNamara, who died from a brain tumor in 2007 when she was just 7 years old. Now, we are hoping we see those sunflowers blooming for Maria soon, but it's getting a little bit chilly out there, and that brings us to our question of the day because fall is officially here, and what better way to embrace this very brisk weather than sipping on a hot tea or a latte? So we want to know, what is your go-to beverage when it is chilly out like it is today? Mine is a decaf honey latte with oat milk. It's decaf because I am secretly a 90-year-old woman and I just can't handle that caffeine these days. We want to know what you like to drink when it's like this. Post your comment on the WKYC Facebook page and we'll talk about it during What's New at 4 o'clock. All right, that's it for your 3 News Daily today. We hope you enjoyed the show, whether you're watching on WKYC Plus, on YouTube, or on Instagram, or listening on your favorite podcast platform. We appreciate you, and we will be back tomorrow with more 3 News Daily.